Hi guys, so today we're just going to be doing a look on highly rated products from Ulta. Sorry if it sounded a little stuffy, I'm just getting over a cold. So I started with my eyebrows and we're going to be going in with the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It reminded me of the MAC Paint Pop, but it wasn't as bright as it, but it still worked. Now going in with the Nomad palette, and we're going to take that yellow shade and really pack it in our crease. I was super excited to try this palette. It actually turned out very nice, and I like how the pigment came out in the end. And just doing the same to the other eye. And then we're going to take that orange shade. We're going to pack that also in our crease, just a little bit lower than the yellow, just to blend it out very nice and add some depth. Don't mind the curtain moving in the background. That's just my cat. He always bothers me while I'm in the bathroom. Just repeated it to the other eye. And then we're going to take that olive green shade and we're going to pack it just in the outer V kind of area. Kind of blending it in the crease just to make it a little bit darker. Then just really making sure to blend it out so I don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm going to take my finger, dip it in that black green kind of sparkle shade and putting it on the outer part of my lid. Taking my finger and dipping it in that sparkle shade right in the middle. We're going to put that on the inner crease of my eye. Notice it's really pigmented. There is a little fallout with this shade, but not too much. Trying to blend it out with that darker shade just so there's no harsh line, and it blended out very nicely. Now going in with that dark brown shade, and we're going to put this in our outer V and really blend it in with the blend color that we put on and in my crease. Hoping it would add some depth. Really making sure to blend out that crease. Then going in with the first two colors we used, the orange and the yellow, just to brighten up the crease a little bit, and I'm using a light hand. So I did my liner with the NYX matte liquid liner. I thought this was going to be a lot bigger, but it actually was like way skinnier than I thought. But it applied really easily. I just wanted to go in with a tiny little wing just to try to make this look a little bit better. Now for my face, we're going to be going in with this Bare Minerals face serum. It felt really liquidy, and when I put it on, it felt really moisturizing, and then it started kind of tingling my face. I'll start making faces soon, but I wasn't really sure if it was going to make me break out or not, but I started turning really red. I got a sample kit with 4 Bare Mineral products, so I thought I'd just throw this in the video too. So taking the Bare Minerals Prime Time primer, and that was also very liquidy, but putting that on my face, and I felt very moisturized, just a little too much, so I was really trying to blend it in my face. Well, blend it around my face at least. It just felt really extra. Going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I already actually own this, but I just swear by it now because it actually really fills in my pores. I actually ordered the CoverGirl foundation, but I had to go in with my NARS because it was just way too dark. And when taking a beauty blender from e.l.f., testing that out, and I'm just going to apply my foundation all over my face and do sections. Oh yeah, and don't mind my nails. I just haven't been able to really go anywhere because every place that does nails around us right now is just closed, so I'm missing 2 nails. I'm just deciding if I want to take them off or not, but I probably will. I literally have to paint my face with most foundations only because I am very red, and a lot of foundations don't cover up that unless I do 2 layers. But if I just kind of put a lot on my face, then it kind of hides it all. My nose is always like the reddest part on my whole face, but I just don't like caking a lot on because then my nose looks really cakey and stuff, and it's just really complicated and hard, and this is like the only foundation that doesn't really make it noticeable that I kind of cake it on my nose. I actually really like this beauty blender. It's squishy and it's a lot bigger than what I thought because it just really expanded huge. I like how it doesn't just absorb the product. And taking the leftover product on my hand, we're just going to go and cover any problem areas or any areas that are still red. Just looking around, seeing if there is anything. But I did have a few pimples. Usually just wipe the rest of it on my neck. So I wanted to try out this CoverGirl concealer, and it was actually really thick. It reminded me of Tarte Shape Tape. There's a lot of raves saying this is a dupe, so I wanted to see if it really was true or not. But I feel like it was a little too light for me, but it did blend out really nicely. Taking a smaller beauty blender, I just got this on sale. Honestly, I was gonna have it in like my little travel bag if I ever needed it on the go or anything, but it worked really good for concealer, so I started using it more often. I like how the concealer blended with my foundation, so it's really easy to blend. Didn't leave any like streak marks. Some concealers just dry way too quick, but this was just really hydrating in my opinion. And then I'm going to go in with the Stay Matte Rimmel London. I've been using this stuff for like probably like 4 or 5 years, and I swear by it, but they just didn't send me my other package with Ulta. I was going to try out the MAC setting powder foundation. It's something like that, but they didn't send it in time. So I just take the powder and put it on all the areas where I put concealer and then just really push it into my skin. Then I tap a little bit on the cap, and I forgot what it's called, but I use that thing in my hand and I just press it into my face. Started watching Nikki tutorials, and I don't know, I started liking it. But I just do that all over my face where I didn't do the concealer. Then to feel extra satisfied, I go in with a powder brush and also put that all over my face. I just had to put my hair up. It was annoying me. I hate when it's down. But going in with my favorite bronzer. So upset that my dog chewed this. She chewed a lot of my stuff, like all my makeup brushes before I moved here, and chewed my bronzer. It's the Too Faced chocolate one, and just taking my bronzer brush from the Sephora collection and just blending it all over my face. I don't really care too much on bronzing my nose. I just kind of add a little bit and then just above my lip and below it just to try to make them look bigger. Then I go in with the Hoola bronzer. I have the minis right now because my dog chewed my big one, but it's okay. They still work the same. I have like 3 of them, so they'll still last me a very long time. So going in with the Saharan blush palette, the volume 2, we're going to take that red shade and put that all over my face. I'm really not a big fan of blush, so that's why I'm kind of questioning it, deciding if I like it or not. I usually skip blush, but I thought I'd buy a palette and try to force myself into liking it. I had a little bit under my nose because it was looking really white for a second. So going back in with that same eyeshadow palette, we're going to take that orange shade and go underneath. I don't really like adding a lot underneath my eyes just because I feel like my eyes water a lot and just make everything a lot messier underneath. But we're going to take that brown shade and also add it to the outer corner area. So taking the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I put that all over my face. Then I usually fan myself. So taking the Huda Beauty new palette or whatever, I just take those really, like, all those sparkle shades and put it above my eye or below my eyebrow and in my inner corners just to make it pop more. Alright, taking the Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop, and we're just gonna pop that on the side of my face and everywhere else I felt like putting it today. I really like how this was giving me a really good glow, and it wasn't like too much. So I just went in with a Sephora nude liner. I usually don't do lipstick only because I don't like how it looks on me right now with braces. I plan to do it when I have my braces off, but I usually just do lip gloss or chapstick. But I just took this CoverGirl. It's just like a clear lip balm that I bought a long time ago, and I just wear that. Then I just did my eyelashes off camera. Okay, just to check in with you guys, it's been about 7 hours, and I would say I'm kind of getting oily now. I'm really oily on my nose, and then like right here. But besides that, the makeup really did hold on. It might have been the primer, but I feel like this serum stuff or whatever, it just, I don't know, it made me feel more greasy. Usually I can like keep my, like, I usually don't get oily over here that much, but like it just feels really oily. I was gonna try to touch it up with powder, but then I was like, maybe I should show you guys first. But besides that, all the makeup did hold up. The eye putty, I'm really surprised on it. It really did stay, and I like it. I'm probably gonna use it more often. I thought it wasn't gonna work, but that was a good dupe instead of the MAC paint pot. But all right, so the part 2 will be coming soon, probably in a week and a half, just with all the Ultra orders taking a long, I said Ultra, the Ulta orders are taking a while to ship because of this virus and stuff. But I have 2 more packages coming in. One's coming in like 5 days, and then I still have to wait for a week and a half probably because it didn't even say it shipped yet or even processed. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.